Hi guys, Luton here, and today I've got a good... I wish I'd live com this round, I wish. First of all, this server, look at the blood. No weapons allowed, rules, blah, blah, you rainbow harp musical sunshine erection. We were laughing so much at this server. This has become my new kind of favourite server, if it still exists, because this was like last week. Yes, that's our setup, USAS 12, Cobra RDS, Extend Mag Frag. Okay, this week, me, Xavier, Scorpion and Trage, we were just like, you know what, let's just... there was no one on my server again, and we were just like, you know, the hell with this, let's just have some fun. And I swear, I wish I had live commed these rounds, because it was so funny. We had like 6 or 7 rounds in a row of like just complete insanity, and we were like, okay, let's all run smoke on like Operation 925, and literally the whole map was just smoke, but you couldn't see a thing. Everyone's just running around in the smoke trying to knife, and we're like, I can't see where anything is. I'll try and find a clip of that for another video later, just to show the comedy value. But to those of you who say Luton is too serious and he doesn't know how to have fun with the game, I say to you, go away back home, or so you. But no, this round was just about total enjoyment, and you'll notice as well that there's some of my regular guys that I play with on the other side. So I've got like Knuckle, he's in my clan, and Madden, who I play with loads as well. So it's, you know, this was just about enjoyment, and we knew that they were kind of going to be a bit pissy as well. I got to tell you that this was like the first round we decided to all run USAS, because it's not just me, like we're all in this squad running USAS. And then we had another game of the same map, like the last round that we played, and they had obviously wised to the fact that we were being totally stupid, so the entire enemy team was also running USAS frags, so it just became this USAS frag masterclass, and I tell you, it was just really enjoyable. It was like a, go down Knuckle. It was, you can tell that I've barely used this weapon because I'm still unlocking stuff with it. The joy of this gun is that you can literally just fire vaguely at the floor near the enemy and they just die again and again. There's so many moments in this where we're kind of running up to people and they just get hit by like a volley of frags. And on close quarters as well. I mean, this wouldn't work on some maps. If you're working on the kind of larger, more open maps that you can imagine, the kinds of all the, you know, standard Battlefield maps, it's not going to work. It doesn't work particularly well like this. I mean, look at this poor guy in the corner here. Trago and me firing rounds and rounds and rounds. I don't want to endorse or encourage this kind of gameplay behaviour, but I will say that it was massive fun, and that if you've got some people on the other team, I think you need to have a few people you know on the other team, because if it's just all public players, they might not kind of get the comedy aspect of it, and they might think that you're just trying to be a total dick for the sake of it. But you know, if you've got some people that you know you can take a little bit of fun, then it's definitely worth going with it. But yeah, I'm gonna run 1 or 2 more of these things to sort of live com, because honestly the live comness was awesome. By the way, I haven't forgotten that I did mention a while ago about doing a Bad Company 2 setup evening, and I was going to organise that. Haven't forgotten about it, but I've just had, again, as usually is the case, I've had loads of things going on. This weekend I ended up going to Edinburgh, which was really cool. I've never been to Edinburgh before, and it was a really nice city, really good times. Went to have a look around at all the things there, architecture, city-wide and stuff, and the food and the places and the people. And so yeah, it was good. Amazing castle, obviously. It's got to be the main thing in the town right there. Went to National Gallery as well. Super enjoyed that. Anyway, so, but back on with this, and I want to run some more things like this. We're at the end of Battlefield 3. There's 2 ways to be sort of playing right now, in my opinion. One is to be super brushing up on your skills, and the other is to enjoy the max out of this game, because Battlefield 3 is not going to be around much longer, and when you put Battlefield 3 down, you're probably not going to pick it up for a while. You may at some point kind of look back in a year or two's time and be like, hey, let's get some Battlefield 3 rounds, you know, let's play some of these maps, because remember as well, that as with Bad Company and Bad Company 2, a lot of the maps that you're playing right now, they're going to be gone. They won't translate straight away over to, you know, Battlefield 4. So a lot of the maps that you're playing, you're not going to be able to play them anymore. So you'll lose that. You'll have to, we'll all be into the new maps, which is great and fun, and everyone will be having good times. But it's also the nostalgia-ness, and it's a shame. There's a lot of maps that you know inside out, and it's always a shame when you kind of move on with new games, whatever they be, in first-person shooter, and you lose all those super amazing maps that you like. I have heard rumours that in Battlefield 4 they are already talking about which maps to bring across from Battlefield 3 into Battlefield 4. If you guys want to speculate below about which maps you would particularly like to see on Battlefield 4 from Battlefield 3, like what are your favourite, let's say, what are your favourite 3 Battlefield 3 maps? Which ones would you like to see translated? Or maybe actually 4, sorry, let's do 4 because 4 is the number of a DLC. Let's say they did a Battlefield 3 map DLC for Battlefield 4 and you had to choose 4 maps for that DLC. Which 4 maps out of all maps from Battlefield 3, DLCs included, would you pick? Which 4 maps? And I think it'd be interesting to put below. I don't know what mine are because I haven't spent any time thinking about it, but maybe on a follow-up video, or maybe I tell you what, when I do my follow-up video with the smoke insanity, because I have got that video, I'll post that one in there as well, and I'll go through my 4 choices, which ones, and I'll explain why as well. So back with the USAS. Now, the USAS, they were supposed to have nerfed this gun, and they have to a large extent. I mean, it's kind of, it requires a little accuracy, in inverted commas. It requires a little bit more accuracy than it perhaps would have done previously. But this gun, when you have like a couple of people running it on this kind of map, you can just literally... it's just unstoppable. And I swear, like I said, I wish I had put the live come on, but... Another time. That's one good thing about running with PC, is it will be supremely easier for me to livecom stuff, because it will just be a case of the, you know, the way I run the setup through into the recording system. So it's going to be significantly easier for me to run that setup. Means that I'll be able to livecom. I think I should be able to do it on the fly. The trouble with the PlayStation is, with the PlayStation, you have to kind of go out of the game and change all your settings, etc, etc. Whereas with the PC, you should be able to just do that in a much kind of easier fashion, and hopefully better quality as well, depending on what you're using. So that's a good thing. Looking forward to doing that as well. This has become kind of a roundup video for sort of things that I've been talking about lately. Actually, now I'm sort of getting to it. Come on, die! Go down! Die! Finish him off with a pistol. Yes, and go down. Escape! Escape! Run away! Oh, I remember this now. Good times. Unstoppable MP43. Anyway. People have been asking me about my server. Where in the world is Luton's server? My server is not there at the moment because I always forget to renew. You know, something that really sucks with the server systems in Battlefield 3 is that basically if it runs out, okay, if the server runs out, it just auto deletes from people's favourites. So all those people who had built up, you know, your nice favourite lists, and you know, maybe a server doesn't get renewed for a day or two, well, once it's off your favourites, people forget that server. So that's another reason why it really sucks. It's a, you know, and sometimes you can't renew. It won't allow you to kind of renew your server always ahead of time. So you basically have to. Oh, a good one here. Look at aiming at the ceiling. Aiming at the ceiling. Grenade up. So that's why I haven't renewed my server, basically, and that coupled with the fact that my server, my server is a real, I don't know what would be the word. It's not. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word. It's a bit of a frustration for me. I was trying to think of a better word than that, but that's all I can think of. It's a bit of a frustration for me because my server has had some of the best games that I've ever had in Battlefield on. Because I attract a really great sort of style of player. Look at this range killing. I'm hitting right on... Oh, I did get him. Okay, fine. Holy Christ! I hate that. Sniper. Some auto sniper unloading about 10 rounds at me there. Oh, no. Oh my Christ, look at that guy. Going down. No! Oh, this game. So my server, when the games on my server are on, they're good. They're very good. When people are not on my server, then it's bad. And the trouble is, people have started only coming onto the server when I'm on it. For a period during like Aftermath and Endgame, my server was full constantly. People were using it like a proper server. I would come on in the evening and it would be full. And unfortunately what's happened now is it tends to be empty for the majority. People do tell me that it fills up in the daytime sometimes and in the evening sometimes, but I gotta tell you, alright, for the majority it's empty. I have people all the time saying your server's always empty, your server's always empty. When I get online, generally it's empty, and the only way I get it running is I get people in that I know. I get like 4 or 5 guys and we get the server started. But the trouble is that takes time, and time is not something I have because, as I say, YouTube stuff, gaming is not my full-time job. So when I get home in the evening, I need, preferably, to be able to just get straight into the games, waste as little time as possible so I can maximise my game time, which enables me to maximise my editing and video production time. That's in an ideal world. Unfortunately, we don't live in an ideal world, and so my server is not always full. Other servers are just not applicable or appropriate for me to be able to gathering footage, mainly because they contain 500% tickets or people that are stacking teams or just not generally playing the objective. So this means I have a very sort of limited options available for me in order to capture footage and general gameplay, and also for me to enjoy the game. I mean, that's one reason. That's one reason why I have my server. Didn't spot that guy in that corner. Really should have done with hindsight, but never mind. That's my main reason for why I actually have the server in the first place. But the trouble is, having just bought my PC, which is quite expensive, people keep asking what my PC setup costs me. I will run through that when I do my actual PC setup. So when I do like a video, which I've said I will, going through the build and everything like that, once I've got my final bits sorted out, then I will run through the costs for you and break it down. But right now I'm just waiting for that, so okay. But needless to say, you know, buying a gaming PC, it costs you a little bit of the old coin, and running £20 or $40 if you like, for a server which, from all previous experience from me, will be for the majority empty for the most part of a month, I don't really consider a wise investment. It's a shame because, to be honest, I love playing on my server and it's the only place I enjoy playing games. But we're so close to the end of Battlefield 3, I'm kind of like, look, for the 2 months that we're going to be running this, if nobody's going to use it, what's the point? And also, as I say, I really don't have that kind of cash to spare just right this second. A lot of people seem to think that YouTubers make like vast quantities of money from YouTube. Those kind of people clearly don't actually do YouTube or sort of understand how those kind of finances come together themselves, because if they did, they would know that it's not like crazy money. In fact, as I said on another video, my full-time job is designer illustrator. To put things in perspective, if I was to do one illustration, just one illustration in a month, that may give me back maybe double the revenue I would make out of an entire month of YouTube videos. So yeah, put it in perspective for you. Like, I should probably do more freelance illustration. But oh yeah, reap it up, USAS. So yeah, it puts it in perspective a little bit in terms of what you actually get back. So for that reason, I haven't decided to renew my server right now. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I haven't kind of decided. I'll try and make a decision over the next few days, but like I say, money's tight, and it's money I can't afford to spend when people are just not using that service. If they were using it, I would feel like it was more viable, but you know, there you go. Thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. As I say, I'll get that smoke video up soon once I've got some editing done. It was a bit of a more rambly episode today, but it's good to have a break from the norm, especially at this stage in the game. If you liked it, guys, please always give it that old thumbs up. Really helps me out. I'll see you next time for some more Battlefield content from me, LT.